Hi, my name is Sánchez and this is my evidence tree. Important events and their relation with the terms. The invention of the Internet in 1960. It was invented for military purposes, expanding to the purpose of communication among scientists, increasing need for computers in the 1960s. The idea of an intergalactic network of computers popularized, and the first workable prototype of the Internet was ARPANET. It gave place to the digital era, opened opportunities all around the world, and created a new way of communicating. The collapse of the Soviet Union, the 21st of December of 1991. Leaders of the Soviet republics met and they ratified the creation of the Commonwealth of Independent States. The Soviet Union recognized the independence of Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. With the economic collapse, it lost authority and declared the dissolution of the Soviet Union. This event gave place to the unipolar world and globalization. It is the center of the consequences. The World Trade Center bombing, the 11th of September of 2001. 19 militants of an Islamic group carried suicide attacks in important points of the United States. 2 planes were flown into the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York. Another attack, the Pentagon outside Washington, the last crash in Pennsylvania. This is one example of terrorism and is one of the major tragic events that had happened in the century. Now some important terms. Unipolar world. Unipolarity in international politics is a distribution of power where one state exercises the most cultural, economic, and military influence. It is the major player in international affairs. Unipolar systems possess only one great power and face no competition. If a competitor emerges, the international system is no longer unipolar. How does the end of the Cold War relate with the unipolar world? With the victory in Cold War, the balance of power shifted. The United States became the single remaining superpower with the fall of socialism and dissolution of the Soviet Union. Russia was financially weak and didn't have the power to intervene in world matters. Globalization. The global economic, technological, political, social, and cultural process of increasing communication and interdependence between the various countries of the world, based on international trade and investment. This process has an impact on the environment, culture, political systems, and economic prosperity, as well on the physical well-being of the human beings that make up societies around the world. Why did the globalization emerge? With the collapse of the Soviet Union and the end of the Cold War in 1991, the world became more interconnected. This is because the communist bloc countries, which had previously been intentionally isolated from the capitalist West, began to integrate into the global market economy. Trade and investment increased, while barriers to migration and cultural exchange were lowered. Terrorism is the cause of violence to create fear in a population by illegal means and bring a particular political objective. It is a threat to humanity. It includes persons or groups spreading violence, riots, vulgaries, rapes, kidnappings, fighting, bombing, etc. What caused the terrorist attacks of the 20th century? In the 20th century, acts of terrorism became more prevalent throughout the world as political, religious, and social activists agitated for change. The causes were lack of democratic rule of law, lack of good governance, lack of social justice, and the backing of illegitimate regimes. The digital era is from mechanical and analog electronic technology to digital electronics, which began in the half of the 20th century, with the adoption of digital computers that continues to the present day. The term also refers to the sweeping changes brought about by digital computing and communication technology. How has the digital era in society? Technology plays an important role in society today. It has positive and negative effects on the world and it impacts daily lives. We are living in an era where technological advances are common. In every area of our life, technology is included. Thanks to it, there are many advances in medicine, improves education, improves our productivity, and facilitates how we interact and communicate.